concerning. And this is a story that I was going to do about 2 months ago, but I just thought I would just leave it be because there was a lot of rumors at that time going on the internet, like is Kane a disruption to the locker room bench? Is he that? But in the past 2 months, there's been a few things that have came to surface that make me really question if there is a disruption. I'm starting to think that there might be. On March 10th at Pittsburgh, Darnell Nurse was having a pretty good game. He scored his second of the night. He was kind of dry for many games prior to that. And on his second goal, it looked like Kane was going to, kind of grab his hand and kind of give him like a celly or kind of like just like, hey, man, right on. And it almost seemed like Darnell Nurse was brushing him off that time. I noticed that. On March 23rd versus Toronto, a very animated discussion between him and Leon Draisaitl happened on the bench. And again, you're raising your eyebrow. You're like, what's going on here? And then last night we saw another very animated discussion between Corey Perry and Evander Kane. And even Kevin Bietza on Hockey Night in Canada says when he played with Corey Perry, he never really saw him ever get that animated. So that just says a lot to what was actually going on, and who knows what's actually going on in that locker room. And you know what, guys? I got in back of me, you got the reverse retro 2.0 Kane jersey. Like, I wouldn't get his jersey if I didn't like the player, right? I really love Evander Kane. I was happy he came into the lineup, but I also knew, if you go back to, this is when I basically was first starting my channel. I think my first episode, I was talking about the possibility of him coming to the Oilers and the potential disruptions. I did know that there is risk with it. I did know at that time. He's been amazing to the general public, giving kids out toys at Toys R Us and all that, like very community orientated. But there's things that I'm witnessing within him and the team, and even in his post-game interviews and all that, he has this, I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but it almost seems like some of the questions when they were asking why he was benched, because he was, if you do remember, about a week ago, he was on a maintenance day off, which no one could understand that term that Chris Knobloch used, a maintenance day, and he was basically a healthy scratch. He was asked the next day by the media, and just his body language, I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but his body language seemed very, well, you're going to ask the coach, like, I don't know. Like I say, I love Evander Kane. I hope that I'm wrong. I hope this is all just competitive will and spirit. I want to get your thoughts on it, as I will be doing a poll question on that exact subject very shortly. But yeah, don't know if I like what I see, but maybe I do. Because maybe that's this team revving its engine, getting ready for the Stanley Cup playoffs, which would be awesome.